My name is George Castillo, Ooma office. What's your name?
This is Steve with PDX IT, and welcome to Breaking Down IT with Steve. And George here is from Ooma, as he just indicated, and we're talking about
Lots of things. What's important to a business owner when it comes to phone systems, and what is VOIP? What the hell is it?
What is it? And
how can it save you money?
Exactly. How, and that's a bottom line is we're trying to help our listeners, our viewers, and the small business owners save a little bit of coin, because things right now are expensive.
Yes.
And they're going to be expensive for the foreseeable future. And
Right.
Let's see if we can just turn things down a little bit. I was listening to a commercial. I don't remember who it was about, but they said they were on an elevator and it only goes up, and they wanted to bring, this price goes up and this price goes up and this price goes up, and it's an elevator that keeps going up on each floor.
Geez, yeah.
And they said, well, we want to do the exact opposite. We want to hit the down button. And so, we were just talking about like Comcast,
Yep.
because you didn't want to say the name, but I will.
Yeah.
And all they give you for a phone system is dial tone. They give you a phone and they give you dial tone, and that's all you get. You don't get any of the features or benefits of having a voice over IP system.
I would say to you that you're right from a certain perspective. It is a if you just get dial tone, it's just dial tone. But here's something that I'll put out there. I said earlier, and I don't know how you're going to cut this or what you're going to do, but I don't want to repeat myself too much. Phone systems are complex. People are suffering from ALOP, an acceptable level of pain, especially veterinarians from COVID. No offense, you guys are awesome. I also learned that veterinarians are amazing at that trade show. I wish they could be my general practitioners in some respects. But the fact is, if you put a knowledgeable telecommunications person, or even one of your more techie employees, and you focus them onto any phone system, I don't care if it's an old one or if it's a new one, a VoIP one, they could make it better.
Yeah.
It's just that it takes time to sort of, it's another job, right? It's like trying to do your own IT.
Yeah.
So I've always thought about how I would start a business to just go in and like just, hey, your phone system's not working for you. Let's work it out. We'll make it better. What's your issues? Because almost every system out there, and I'm not trying to avoid Ooma getting business but ultimately, phone systems are the same. They really are. I actually got in front of a group of partners in Newark recently, and I had 2 minutes. It was like a 2-minute blast, right? Hey, what do you do, and why should we care? And I got up and I said, hey, I'm George, like the monkey, Castillo, and I'm with Ooma office, and all phone systems do the same. They're like 90% the same, and there's that 10% where integrations, how you take care of your customer, how you take care of your partners, because I'm a partner manager these days. It's our relationship. So if you're a partner out there and you want to talk to me about, having an additional income, that's something that I'm focused on, and we do pay well, right, Steve?
Yeah, no. So they do.
Enough said.
Enough said, but they do.
Ultimately, in that 10% where we're unique and we all do the same thing otherwise, that's what really matters. That's the customer service. That's the simplicity of the administration of the system.
It is simple to
right?
administer.
And again, I want to talk about Ooma, but I just want to say that it's about how you take care of your partners and how you take care of your customers. And when things go wrong, and they will go wrong in technology, we have above average customer support. The bar is very low, as I said earlier, if that gets included in this exchange. But that's where we're gonna. And back to owners, don't be afraid to dive into your phone system. Don't just accept it to be the way it is, and be aware that there's some major changes coming that you could save money with, which is especially when it relates to POTS lines, which we haven't talked a lot about.
We haven't
right?
talked a lot about that.
So I'll let you ask me a few questions because I'm just ranting.
Okay. So you just mentioned POTS lines.
Yes, I did.
And I know, so for the viewer and for the non-technique person,
Yes.
What is a POTS line?
Oh, good. No, thank you. I meant to introduce that a little more clearly. Analog lines, before VOIP, before the internet, we just had plain old telephone service. We all used Princess phones, if you remember, or Prince, depending on who you were, with the long cords back into our rooms. That's a traditional phone line, right? And it's not changed much since Graham Bell invented it, right, over copper. But because of VOIP, the internet, the FCC has decided, hey, we have a new replacement, and we can save a lot of money by shutting down those facilities. And apparently, I've heard that if a phone company was to take all the traditional phone system equipment, phone lining stuff in their central offices out, do you know how much would be left in that building?
Probably not much.
Like 10%. It's an enormous amount of infrastructure for them. So they're ready to get rid of it. They've been talking about it for decades. And now, because of something that, and this will be something I can talk about with Ooma, because of a thing called AirDial and other products and services like it, it's basically now a box that will take a traditional copper line. It's cellular based, this box, and you can take the analog line, plug it into this box, and you've got dial tone. It's pretty simple ultimately, but the thing that FCC also did is they said, okay, in a few years we're going to shut down traditional phone lines, and you phone companies, you can charge anything you want for phone lines.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah. So there are people out there paying AT&T, and it's true, AT&T, you know it, $250. What used to be $50 is now $250 and above.
Yeah.
So that's a huge place where watch out that you're not getting charged too much, because that's a place where you can save money.
And traditional phone lines are basically used for fax machines, use traditional phone lines.
Thank you. Fire life safety. That's where you can talk about it. So fax is easy. We've been able to put a VOIP line on that, but fire life safety is really where VOIP has been relegated to not do. So fire and security systems, elevator lines, entry door systems, boiler room monitoring systems. Those have been traditional phone lines. So that's where they really can. So if you're a commercial, commercial buildings, we've got entire school districts. Ooma's doing very, very well with POTS replacement and AirDial. I mean, I think we got multiple cities all over the country have switched their entire infrastructure to us. Yeah.
Nice.
And our partners can provide that service too.
Yes.
Yeah. But, so that's just something that owners should know, right? That's happening out there.
Yeah, and it's going to cost the owner time, money, and effort. I say that a lot: time, money, and effort.
Yep.
To change from their traditional lines, if you take a law office, they run faxes all the time. They have their Comcast provided POTS line, which
Right.
I just talked about.
Yep.
And here we are. We need to replace it. What do we replace it with? How are we going to replace it?
Yeah, and I've heard of people who have an old phone system that's using traditional phone lines. They're still out there, not many, but they're out there. Excuse me, and they just want to use, they want to keep it, maybe another year.
Yeah.
And don't advise it, because it's going to be hard to get parts. It's going to be hard to get support. You're going to have to find the person who still knows how to do that. But if you did that, this kind of a traditional POTS replacement box could let you do it. Yeah. So that's happening. But otherwise, looking at getting a good comparison of what you're paying now to what a VOIP system would cost. In some cases, it's more expensive for VOIP. That's why when we do a consultation, you or I together, we don't just we want to earn, looking at the phone system price, but also what are you paying for the internet, right? Mm-hmm. Because not often, like 90% of the time, you can reduce your cable bill just by taking an investigation. So we'll do both. We'll look at what are you paying for that internet line. Mm-hmm. Typically, you can get more for less. and then you couple that savings with what you might be doing with the phones, and hopefully you can get a whole new experience and pay less money.
And pay less money. And come up with a couple of phones.
Yeah.
Brand new phones.
No, there's some fun stuff going on with integrations. That's where it gets a little more complex. Most people don't even think about that to start with, and they shouldn't. They should just keep it simple. But if you're a law firm, Ooma has a fantastic integration with Clio, which is a very exciting CRM that the law industry is starting to use, and many more like that. But there's some. Oh, and then we're just gonna kind of give a teaser, but there's also AI integration that's happening quite a bit into phone systems. More competitors have it than we do. We keep it very simple, and we're getting more coming this year. But I've got some partners that hopefully maybe we can even get on your podcast. I talked to Mark Westerfield yesterday, who you may have not met yet, local guy. He and his wife are taking AI down to the small business level, where, how can you make AI work for you as a hairdresser? Believe it or not. I mean, yeah. So just a little tidbit about technology. There's ways where you can take this. We have great, voice menus, and I've got some exciting ways that we can just use those basics and really. I mean, I've got a restaurant in Vancouver, Smoking Oak Barbecue. They were overwhelmed with. They just said, if you're ever there, go eat some of their food.
It's good food.
It's good food.
It is so good.
And they couldn't
barbecue.
They couldn't get. You couldn't call them on a Thursday or Friday.
Oh, no, you can't.
You couldn't get through.
Yeah.
So a networking partner of mine, Brad, introduced me, and I sat down with him and I said, "Whoa, we are going to do such amazing things for you." And with just the revamping of their menu and putting in a queue, they started getting catering orders coming through more readily, and the to-go orders alone. Within 3 months, they had. He's on video talking about this. It's like 12-13% increase in revenue.
Wow. Right.
So you asked about how to save money.
Yeah.
How to make money. You can make money. I mean, that's a unique situation. But I always say that if your phone system is not well put together, you'll have employees. It's hard to keep good employees, and you want to have equipment that works well for them. Mm-hmm. So if you redo it in a way that makes them happier, then you've got a happier employee, longevity with the company, just ways that you can actually both increase call volume, but also make it easier on your employees.
Yeah. So give me top 3 tips on like a small business owner, top 3 tips that you would give them for either getting a better experience with their phone system or maybe possibly saving them a little money.
I think we've kind of covered it, but just to recap
it.
Don't suffer from ALOP, acceptable level of pain, right? Meaning dive in, find somebody you know in technology and let them take a look at it for you. If you can, want to reach out to us, be happy to talk to you about it. Don't suffer from ALOP. The transition is much easier these days. A transition from a current your existing phone system to a new phone system should have no downtime. Back in the 90s, we had to go in on a Friday at 5 when everybody was about to go home.
Friday at 5? No, it'd be like 2 a.m.
Well,
what are you
kind
talking
of.
about?
You wouldn't leave till 2 a.m., but you start, because you couldn't do it well. You
can't do it
you have to take the whole thing out and it was and replace it. And then hopefully by Monday, whenever it gets back, it was working. Now, not like that anymore. So don't be afraid of it. So the tip is don't be afraid of ALOP and switching out your system. It's much easier. There should be no downtime. And 2 more. Like I said, look at your bill. See that you're not paying too much for those traditional phone lines because they could have tripled, quadrupled, and especially commercial space owners. Yeah, you want to look at all those different ways you're using them for your fire, life, and safety. And then third thing would be on the lookout for AI because there could be some and I'm not talking about replacing employees. I'm talking about a small business being able to, leverage it. Yeah. Have your AI schedule. You're busy cutting hair as a hairstylist. Have your AI talk to someone and take an appointment. Schedule the appointment right there, or send information to them. So it's amazing what ways that you can that are affordable that you can utilize that. And I know some people that are making it very affordable.
Nice. Well, with that, we're going to wrap up the session. George, thank you for joining us. And remember to press that like and share and follow button, and we'll tune in next week.